What do you consider your king of spring cologne or perfume? Me, I have one that I considered my undisputed king of spring, and that is from the house of Creed. It is Creed's Green Irish Tweed. I have this vintage 75 ml that I was able to acquire 10 years ago, and right now it is very low on the level, so I think I only have like about approximately less than 20 ml of this vintage Green Irish Tweed from the house of Creed. So I decided to take time to review this fragrance before it totally runs out and gets empty. Now, Green Irish Tweed was established since 1985, and it only has a few notes, probably 5 or 6 notes. Every note has its function on Green Irish Tweed. This gem is totally 100% invigorating, classy, sophisticated, very gentlemanly, and inoffensive, uplifting, super fresh and green and clean. But when it comes to longevity, this is quite a beast mode. It lasts and lasts and lasts a long time, skin and clothing. Now, if you want to know more about my impression on GIT, Green Irish Tweed, so please stay put, keep watching, and let's do this. Viewers and friends, new subscribers, current subscribers, welcome back to my channel. My name is Red. Let's do this. Sharing my thoughts today on one vintage fragrance released 1985 from the house of Creed, and it's Green Irish Spring. Sharing my thoughts today on one vintage fragrance released 1985, and it is from the house of Creed, Green Irish Tweed, betterly known GIT. And the perfumers behind GIT were Pierre Bourdon and Olivier Creed. So the main accords for Green Irish Tweed were as follows. It is citrus, ozonic, powdery, woody, amber, iris, and aquatic, violet, green, and aromatic. Now, the notes are few. There's only a few notes, and I tell you honestly, few as it is really effective, it is properly blended, and is perfectly balanced. So the top notes are lemon, verbena, and iris, while the middle notes would be violet leaf, and the base notes are ambergris and sandalwood. So that's why I would consider this to be the king of spring. This is the first fragrance that I have ever encountered with sandalwood combining with the flowers of iris and violet leaf. I think there are fragrances out there that has sandalwood and iris in the notes composition, but sandalwood with violet leaf, I think that this is the first fragrance that I have ever encountered that has these two notes together in one beautiful fragrance. So sandalwood and violet leaf was a perfect match, along with the ambergris. Powdery, it states in the main accord that it is powdery simply because of the flowers, violet leaf, and iris. And as we all know, and for those of you who have experiences with many fragrances, you know that violet leaf really has an impression and vibe of powder, and same with iris. So if you own Christian Dior Homme Intense, Valentino Uomo Intense, Christian Dior Homme Parfum, you would know that these fragrances, including Prada Black, is giving up an impression or a vibe or a touch of powder in the notes composition. But this powder is not the baby powder kind of smell. No, it smells really elegant, it smells magnetic, and it is really, how I would say, sensual. The powdery accord in Green Irish Tweed is giving up some sensuality and attraction. Now, when it comes to the amber, there is not much amber that I detect in Green Irish Tweed. There is only a tad sweetness, and if there's a tad sweetness on this one, probably it's a hidden note called amber. And for the aquatic, it is the same as the ozonic, or almost the same as the ozonic, and I think the aquatic touch of this one comes from the ambergris. Now finally, there's the green aromatic. Now, question is, where does the green comes from? I think it comes from the main accord from the top, which is lemon verbena. So it is, the lemon verbena is really juicy. It is quite tart, and it is zingy, and at the same time, it exudes a beautiful paradise feel of green. So this fragrance is very aromatic, and the combination of the freshness citrus of lemon verbena along with the powdery tone of iris and violet leaf, and then a little bit of aquatic touch from the ambergris and the sensual woods from the sandalwood. And finally, the last ingredient would be the twist from the violet leaf, the twist of the soft florals from the violet leaf. This green iris tweed for me becomes a total legendary milestone in the fragrance world. So I would say this is a milestone in the world of fragrance, and it is now considered a legend along with the other fragrances out there, because first it was released, as I've said, 1985, and then at the same time it has a very good performance, and it is really perfect for spring, summer, high heat of summer, and even fall seasons. And at the same time, it lasts a long time, even on the close to skin mark, past the 12 hours margin, you would still smell green iris tweed. And the way it smells, it is a huggable smell. It is something that when someone smells it to you, especially the opposite sex, they would not hesitate to give you a warm hug because of the beautiful impression and dry down to close to skin smell of green iris tweed. So if I would really classify green iris tweed in my own smell experience, I would say this is really a timeless, clean, green, citrus, woodsy, and aromatic perfume. The scent quality, the refinement, the compliments, the comfort boosting. As per owning Creed's green iris tweed, the bottle size currently right now in the market is 100 ml, which is formerly 120 ml, and they changed it into 100 ml. Now I have the vintage 75 ml, and I'm not sure if this is still available in the market or if it's the current bottle sizes. As per owning Creed's green iris tweed, on a full bottle, currently available is 100 ml. Formerly it was 120 ml. So for 100 ml, on 400 plus to 500 plus Canadian dollars, with a perfect scent DNA, very mass pleasing, super performing, confidence and comfort boosting from initial application, the freshness, the clean, the citrus, the highly projecting and highly scent trail. For 400 to 500 plus Canadian, guys, I would tell you, it is a big investment, but it is well worth it. But I do hope that green iris tweed should just price like 200 plus or maximum 300 plus on 100 ml. But no, Creed is a very prestigious fragrance house, and they've been in the market for like a century, I think. So now, Creed green iris tweed is all worth it for the price, because you have no choice. You really have to buy it for a very expensive amount. Okay. And now, as per replica, dupe, or clone, or smells alike, many already attested that Creed's green iris tweed has a little bit, or has some similarities with the smell of Davidoff's Cool Water. And Davidoff's Cool Water is another vintage classic when it comes to fragrances for men. Now, I would say that there is a bit similarity of Davidoff's Cool Water, and there is also a little bit of similarity with the classic cheapy drugstore perfume called Aspen. Now, the closest replica, clone, and dupe in my own smell experience for Creed's green iris tweed would be Armaf Trenouille. Again, Trenouille from the house of Armaf. So that one is much more similar smelling to GIT compared to Cool Water by Davidoff and Aspen. Now, even if it's very close to Creed's green iris tweed, it is not as high quality as GIT. Okay, it is not as perfectly blended and perfectly refined compared to GIT. But Renui, for the cheap price as it is already a very good casual and date scenario alternative to GIT. So if you get the chance to go online, you see a stock on Armav's Renui, grab a bottle. If definitely, because for sure this is a big investment. So as an alternative, if you want to get many compliments, if you want to feel comfortable, to boost your confidence, if you want to have an impression that you smell really clean, fresh, green, perfect for spring, summer, high heat of summer and fall, then get Renui from Armav. But be prepared that Renui from Armav doesn't last a long time. You'll be very lucky if Renui on your skin lasted for like 6 hours. But then you can always spray on your clothing. So clothing would last you like about 8 to 10 hours. But make sure when you apply Creed's Green Irish Tweed or Renui, make sure that you only use this after shower. Because this kind of fragrances has some tartness or sourness. If you don't take a shower, your old cells, and then you spray this kind of scent DNA, it might give you, or it might be, or the fragrance might come out in your skin like the smell of vinegar. So that's just my tip. As per occasion with GIT, if Armav's Renui, for me, as I've said, would be good for casual and date scenario, and even work, Green Irish Tweed would be perfect for also work, date scenario, casual settings, and also formal and partying. Green Irish Tweed, higher quality, more versatile on occasions, and more versatile on seasons. Woo! Oh, magnificent. Green Irish Tweed from the House of Creed. Truly magnificent, legendary, super clean, super green, super refreshing, and super uplifting. This would be super compliments. If there's one fragrance that I would consider super, it's GIT. I would even prefer this GIT over Creed's Aventus, which is more famous and more popular in the modern market. Now guys, if you want to share your experience on the vintage and at the same time on the current formulation and packaging of Creed's Green Irish Tweed, please comment below. Now for my returning viewers and first-time viewers, please, I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you will subscribe to my channel, like it, and at the same time probably share it to your friends on your other social media platform. Now to my new subscribers and current subscribers, thank you so much for always being there and for staying subscribed. Now guys, I'm done with reviewing Green Irish Tweed, not Green Irish Spring. Green Irish Tweed from the House of Creed. I would review some other fragrances in the future, so I just try to experiment different approaches when it comes to uploading videos. So I hope in the previous videos that you are entertained and somehow you find my videos funny and interesting. My name is Red Creed, Green Irish Tweed. 10 out of 10 to my YouTube channel. Let's do this!